How's it going, folks? Eric Zapp here, and today we're going to be swapping the taillights in my 2009 facelifted Mercedes CLS 63 AMG. This is going to be the same procedure if you have a 2005 model all the way up to 2011. So let's go over the tools that you're going to need to do the job, at least most of them. You might have to do things a little bit differently depending on your model and if some of the accessories are being held on by different kind of fasteners. But I know for certain we got a T15 that we're going to need to take off the carpet in there. There is, I'm sure, a specific kind of tool you can get to remove the little clips that are right here. But I'm going to use two small flathead screwdrivers. This should do the trick. I also have a remover of like those little trim pieces. And we also are going to need a 10mm socket and an 8mm socket. As you look inside here, basically we got these little clips here. Clips here. We got a clip over here. We got a clip over here, we got a clip up here, and as we go inside, there actually is supposed to be a little clip over here. Mine, there is actually none there, and same with the other side. There should be another clip here as well. All right, we got the flatheads. We're gonna take them, just put it in one in each side, and just kind of give it a little lift, and it should pop right up. All right, so we got a few of these out. Let me show you one a little bit closer, shall we? So this is pretty much how all of them look. Just take one side, take another side, get it in there, just give it a little lifty, and she'll pop right out like that. Bingo. Once they're all out, then we can remove this trim piece, and then we will remove the carpets on the sides. And we got one more right over here. All right, so we should just be able to pop the sides out. Yep, that was easy. Just give her a tug outwards on each end. There we go. So at this point, we're going to remove the cover on the bottom, and then we will remove this trim piece. So now if you look over here, there is actually a wire connected over here. This is the wire just to the trunk. So we're just gonna pinch the sides and give it a tug. Pops right out. All right, bottom's out, trim piece is out. Now we're gonna take off the side and do this right side first. We're gonna take off this skirt here by grabbing the plastic here, lifting up, out. Same with over here, up, out. So I'm gonna go over here, grab her, up, out. And then over here, go in here, lift it up and out. Next up, we have our Torx bits holding in over here, over here. Got the T15 on the wrench here, and we will just get her out of there. And there's the second one. All right, now those bottom Torxes are out, we're gonna take this tool here that we got underneath, and we're just gonna pull it out so it releases the grab. And there you go. So now that that's off, we are going to remove the side here. So over here, there's this little plastic kind of surround here. We're just gonna pull this out. Should just come right out. There she is. We'll just take that, lift that up there. It'll come off around the strut here because it just kind of bends in place and it comes apart to be able to get it around the strut. We got this little kind of styrofoam piece of trim here, and we can just kind of give her a little tug out, and there she is. Okay, here we are. So everything's out, and we have the area that we're going to be working in. So here you can see here is the air compressor. Now there's a bolt in the middle over kind of, where is it? Right underneath here, actually. And there's a bolt right over here that is actually attached to the other side of this. We're not going to take that one out. We're going to take out these lower two over here, and we're going to take out one up under the spring here. You can see that right there. So we're going to take that one out. There's one above it and those two. So take two in the bottom, two in the top. This will come out. We're going to tilt it and just set it over here. This will give us access to the screws in behind here so we can remove those, and then we will remove it. So let's do that now. Got the 10mm socket here. Gonna get that here. We remove the one up here. This is going to make this loose. So it's just going to lift it up about a ½ inch, quarter inch, and we will be able to move it to the side. So that's that. We're going to take our screws, put them to the side, and now we have access to the tail light area. So if we look over here, we got a few screws. We got here, here, down over here. I already got one a little bit loose. We've got one over here. We've got one here and here. The ones on the lower here seem to be 10s, and then the rest should be 8 mils. So let's remove those. We'll remove this here, the power, and then we'll get that light out of there, and we'll swap it. And it seems as if we also have one over here to the side. All right, so it takes a little bit of persuasion, but one way to do it is just push on the screw holes that kind of pop through, and it'll pop out. So if we look here, I've got it out, and at this point we can just give her a little pull, and it'll pop right out. All right, it's out. So here at the back of the light here, you can see on the lower end there's these two kind of screws that stick out here. So it turns out you don't actually have to remove those two 10 mils on the bottom. You can just leave those in there, take out all the 8s, and that's enough to get it out. All right, we're ready to put the new one on. So in case yours has this foam, which it must for weathering, if it sticks here, just pull that one off. I know my new one here actually came with a new foam backing on it. So with that off, should just slide right in place. And now I'm just going to throw our screws all back on and tighten them up before we do the connection. Going to slowly and gently apply some pressure to the outside so that we can finger tight these, and then we'll tighten the rest with a ratchet. All right, so now everything is screwed inside there, one off to the side. Everything is screwed in. It's going to be very important to notice the fitment on the outside before you actually, as you kind of work it in, maybe a bit here, screw over here, just kind of evenly do it, and then kind of compare it to the other side, make sure that they look the same. All right, let's throw back on this air compressor. Got the bolts here. Before we do that though, I'm just going to throw in this electronic plug here, push it in till it clicks, and there it is. Then we'll get this compressor back into place. So as you put this compressor in place, or the holding tank for the air, up underneath the spring, there's going to be a little hook, basically, that is going to clip back in place. So if you look over here, right there, there's actually a little tiny hook, and that's going to hook up inside of here, that little area right there. So it's going to hook in there. There's also one on the bottom as well. And then now the other side here, I originally was intending to swap this side out, but I ended up deciding I'm not going to. They look basically the same. These taillights are quite pricey, but I mean, once you take this off, it's the same idea. It's just on this side, you don't really have to remove anything. It's just, there's a little module in there, but nothing crazy. You can get at all the screws very easily. So you don't really have to worry about anything crazy over here. You're just going to take off that panel and unscrew the taillight. Much easier. This one, you actually have to remove the compressor holding tank, move it to the side, put it there, and that is that. So it's a little bit more work here. Over here, much easier. Just take off the skirt, swap her out, unscrew with the 8mm sockets, and then swap it, and that's that. So just going to get right back to putting it together, and then we'll test it out. So you're going to want to pop in this back corner first. Just kind of give it a little weave in. It is a pretty bendy material. Bend that in, give her a little push. It'll snap right into the carpet kind of unit in the back there. Boom, it'll snap into place. All right, now that that's on, we could throw in our little button up here, and then we can screw in our Torx bits down here. Put these back in over here, these Torx. Throw down the carpet, and that's that. No. All right, sides are back in. I'm gonna throw in the lower carpet here, and we'll put on this trim piece, and that's that. I'm gonna take the trim now. It goes in the back, fit it in nice and gently. Plug in the wiring harness to the cargo light until it snaps, nice and easy. Get this thing fitted in here nicely, nice and slowly. Should just snap in place in the sides over here, and then pull these back until they all line up, and we will be good. We have these inserts all on the sides, and then we're going to take these, the tool that actually expands, and we're just going to take it and push it in, and that should make it expand. And there it is. Take the next one, put it in, give her a little push, and it expands. And we'll do that to the rest here, throw on the carpet, and we'll test her out. All right, we've got the carpet in. Everything's all buttoned up as it was prior. Gonna put that little mesh sack in the side there. But first, I'm gonna check this out, see that this works. Oh yeah. As you can see here, they are good. Everything is good. We got the 4-ways, we got the running lights working. Everything looks good. This isn't all dull and kind of ugly anymore. This is going to change the look of this car a lot. So I guess that's it, guys, for this video. If you guys want to see anything else particular about the CLS class Mercedes and or any other particular car, let me know and make a video about it. So that's it, guys. Take care. See you in the next one. Peace.